When I drive up to camp, the feeling that I get is absolute bliss.
There's something about it. It's just a spirit in this valley.
They're flying!
Say a magical outside camp.
I just love what it does for children.
I think Camp Shady Brook is really magical about weaving outdoor education and fun in with community building.
They get dropped off on Sunday, and by Friday, they've made lifelong friends. And that's what I think is the magical potion with Camp Shady Brook.
My name is Carol Potts Todd, and I am Robert and Elizabeth's great-granddaughter. They had a plat map. Evidently, Robert got it from someone of land that they could homestead on, and it was Shady Brook. The first house they built was small, and it's hard to imagine that 9 people lived in that, but they did. They built the larger ranch house down here. That was their main home. And finally, they built the dance hall. They had to have some fun. Shady Brook had several owners after the Bandhauers, and one of them were the Day family, which they named Day Mountain for. We don't really know all of them, but they did sell it to the Y in 1948.
My name is Merv Bennett, and I'm the retired CEO of the YMCA, the Pikes Peak region. A number of years ago, we had a forest fire come through and burned 3,700 acres.
That night, they called me from the Y and said, the firemen had to flee. Everything is burned up. Shady Brook is gone. And I said, oh, gee, you know, and I cried, and I called all my family. My God, when the smoke cleared, it had gone out 12 inches from the ranch house. It burned the new director's house. It did not burn one structure that the Bandhauers built.
And then 9 days later, the Hayman fire started, and there was no fuel, so it burned around this.
Camp Shady Brook is a gem for our association, and really for the beneficiaries are the kids and the families that participate. 75 years running steadfast, teaching kids experiences out, in the outdoors, outdoor education, family experiences. It's unique.
I've been coming to Camp Shady Brook for 10 years.
For 5 years.
I think this year is going to be my 11th year. I've been coming here since I was about 5 and a half, and I've loved it ever since.
I think my favorite activity here is either going to the swimming, the lake, and stand-up paddleboarding, or the archery range.
Going out into the canyon and spending a night outside.
Gaga ball is definitely my favorite activity at camp. I'm not a very athletic kid, but in the Gaga ball pit, it doesn't matter if you are.
We all have that respect for each other. So by doing all these fun activities and playing around with each other, by the end of the week, we don't feel like strangers anymore.
I think what I've pulled out of camp the most, more social skills, and learning how to interact with people, and learning how to be a better person.
I see a maturing that happens season after season that he comes up. I also see him want to give to this community. We can't get him on time to school, but he will wake up extra early to come to Camp Shady Brook. Within the fabric of his being, he knows that who he is valued here. And so he's ready to show up.
Inclusion at Camp Shady Brook is a giant aspect. The 4 core values are respect, responsibility, caring, and honesty. And so every counselor and staff member takes it upon themselves to make sure that every kid feels included and that every kid is having the best possible time they can have at camp.
The leadership models what comfort and safety and responsibility and respect look like.
If you're really weird, like I am, even if you're crazy or if you don't talk much, there's a place for you at camp.
I think what makes Camp Shady Brook special is like everyone here is super kind and respectful.
I think this is a kind of environment that allows children and youth to generate a truer sense of themselves.
Camp offers me a place that I can truly be me and be separate from all the decisions and people and choices that I've made at home. I might not be the exact same person at home and at camp, but when I'm at camp, I'm the most me that I can be.
Whenever I come to camp, I feel like super excited and super happy to like meet people. And then when I leave, I always feel sad because I'm not sure if like I'll see that person, like people again.
I'm usually crying pretty hard. I'm really thinking about like, dang, how much am I gonna miss all these wonderful friends and people that I met at camp? And I'm not gonna be able to have this experience again for an entire year.
I was crying because I wanted to stay up longer. I didn't want to go.
I wasn't gonna say anything. That child wept. Go ahead, honey.
And it was, because I just loved it so much, and I just couldn't wait until next year.
This place truly is my second home, and I could not imagine spending my summer doing anything else but being here.